Hello, everybody! Welcome back to Hardship Troopers. It's been a minute since we've done one that is, in fact, called Hardship Troopers. I figured I should start now, even though I'm not quite sure if everything is situated because of this boy. Come here, you. Get off of there. Yeah, take your nap. Nope. Okay, up you go. Well, let me put the camera up to face you a little bit more, at the very least. There you go. Hello. Yes, Rumba. Yeah, you're on camera. Yes. Yes, you are. Yes, you are. Yeah, just my big baby. I'm Steven Strum. This is my cat, Ramba. Roll. I'm joined by one Funke Joseph.
Hello.
Hello, Funke. You're a little bit quiet in my ears. Maybe that's just me. Maybe I need to turn you up. I do.
Hi.
Hello. I've turned you up.
What's up? I love your parrot cat. It's great.
Yeah, he loves it up there. He loves being on shoulders as sharp as his fucking claws are. Hey, Bubba, hop down normally. Don't try to surf. What are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, surfing's cool though.
Yeah.
I think people want to see surfing.
He does love Johnny Tsunami.
Back on board, Kapahala?
Uh-huh. Hi. Hey, pick a spot. He's very mad because he was sleeping under my feet a minute ago. And I got up to start this stream. No, don't go on the desk. No desk. Just sit on my lap. Sit on my lap. Take a nap. Take a nap.
What's up, Grace?
Okay, you gonna hop down? Okay, goodbye. If I put the blanket on, will you sit on my lap? This is why that I've switched back to Hardship Troopers, because the greatest tactic of all is trying to get this cat to just chill for 2 seconds. Oh, well, here we are. Another Thursday.
I'm excited to see you play this, because I saw that it was a card game.
Mm-hmm.
And recently I played a card game, Inscription, that I really liked.
Ooh.
So, I'm more open to these.
Oh, nice. Okay. Got here. I got my snacks. I got my cherry Coke. I got some popcorn. Folks, let me know if the popcorn sounds bad, because that's like the number 2 or 3 thing in the world, I think, that you can eat into a microphone and it sounds bad. So we'll see. How's that? What about like that? Oh, snack check. Okay, it's popcorn. It's Orville Redenbacher Classic.
Classic. I just ordered a burger.
Ooh.
So I'm gonna chow down soon.
What kind of burger did you get?
I got one from this local Quebec spot. It's like the Best Province or something. That's what it's called.
Okay. I should turn this game volume down because it's gonna be, once we get into the game, it'll probably be too loud. So I'll turn that. Drop it there to 50. Well, oh, you just have to hit back. Okay.
Could you toss me that good stream, by the way?
What if I tossed you that good stream while you tell me about your good burger?
Yeah. It's nice. Well, like every place, yeah, Gonchard, there's Quebecois nationalism. Every place is like that. Like the French place. Like Montreal's best. Yeah, I moved here for a year.
We love gravy.
In Montreal, yeah, we love. Dude, every place sells chicken, poutine, or both. Like,
Chicken poutine. I suppose you could have chicken poutine. There's nothing stopping you.
Yeah. Elise and I were talking about poutines because she's from here, and she recommended this one with like smoked meat on top, which is fire. It's really good. Are you eating the popcorn away from the mic?
What? Who could say? No, I wouldn't do that. Just dipping out of the show to let you handle all the talking while I continue to eat?
No. You've never done that.
I would never do that to you. You talked about classics a second ago. Well, I guess it was the classic popcorn. So what have you played on classic difficulty?
That's surprising to me.
Why is that surprising?
You always choose like the hardest one.
Oh, yeah, that's fair. Okay, well, what do we got? We got Suave, a more relaxed playthrough with plentiful assistance. At least one movement card from the player's deck will be drawn each hand. Player moves first. Can restart boards on failure. Rollbacks 5. Classic Plus, standard difficulty, but with rollbacks and restarts. At least one movement card will be from the player's deck will be drawn each hand. Enemies move first. Can restart boards on failure. Rollbacks 3. This is what I normally play on.
Okay, I think that's cool too because this is the original.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think that's the way to do it. Do you know anything about this game?
No, I know that you enjoy it, and I think you were playing it on the weekend. I saw on Steam.
Yes, it came out of early access today. I have had access to the non-early access version for a few days. But it has been in early access for a while. It's like a what if James Bond was a tactics game, you know?
Gotcha.
It's kind of that. It also looks a little super hot-like, if you'll probably notice immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Agent 11, sir, we have a number of emerging situations that could do with your skills. So, because I played a bit over the weekend, we'll talk more about like what this game is actually about in a minute here. I've unlocked a few different decks. What do you think? What calls out to you, Funke?
Aggressive is so wild because that one card just makes it look like they jumped through the window to land a punch, which I mean is awesome.
All right. I actually really like the aggressive deck.
Nice.
Let's start from level 1. I always start from level 1. I go ahead by kind of Spelunky rules in this. So we're fighting Nordic biker gang is the first faction that you face off against. Let's get right into it. Basic premise of this game, it's a roguelike with cards. But the cards are tactical movement options, which you can use in different weird ways. And true to its name.
This is so close quarters. I know it's tight spaces, but like they're right on you.
Some maps get even more crowded than this.
How is that possible?
They throw more junk in. Like there will be things you eventually get like cards where it'll be like, oh, there's a countertop here, like a bar, and you need a special card to like vault over that.
Got you.
So
Also, automatic gold in chat says, "Oh no, am I being tricked into watching a card game?" God damn it, Steven.
it's a roguelike. There is a deck draft mode. I've not messed with that at all yet. But there is a way to build your own deck. But for the most part, you just start with whatever deck that they give you based on what you pick at the beginning. So they're usually themed, but all of the powers are just like usually punch, move, kick. You all remember? It's all in the mind.
Be right back.
Yeah, no problem. Funke had warned me that they were going to have to step away for a second, so I'm going to let them do that. While so this is Into the Breach is basically what this game is. Like, if you're familiar with Into the Breach at all, this is Into the Breach what got James Bond in it. Because it is very much like you know exactly where the enemies are going to be punching. So, for instance, if you look at the squares beneath me right now, this shows that this enemy will attack at the end of this turn anything that is in that circle, and so will this enemy because he's got an arrow as well. This guy, because he's got 2 arrows, shows that he'll move 2 spaces forward to attack, and then the big arrow shows that it will push me 1 space backwards, or 1 space in that direction rather, and then this guy can attack too. Or no, sorry, the 2 arrows mean that he is going to hit me. Like, that's going to be an active thing. But because I know that information already, I can make choices to slip around them, punch them, try to kill them before they get a chance to do it. Or my favorite thing, which is the Into the Breach element of this game, is you can trick enemies into hitting each other very easily, which is great. So I think I'm going to start with Jab because that costs 0 actions. Actions here are on the left. Jab, it doesn't do much damage, but it costs 0 actions and gives you a free action. So it's really, really, really useful. Let's do a kick. Kick will push them backwards. If you kick in space, it pushes you backwards. I'm always saying this. All right, and then end that turn. So the way that they get around it, because you have so many different movement and attack options through the game, the way they kind of like force you to think on your feet a little bit and not just run out the clock is there is a clock, in fact. You usually have an objective that's like win within an X number of turns. And if you don't do that, you just basically don't get anything. You don't get money, which is how you get upgrades, better health, and that sort of stuff. Can you undo movement? Is there a cost for that? On the difficulty setting that I'm playing on right now, you cannot undo movement. There are different difficulty settings that do allow you to undo, though. Which is a feature I just wish, like, all video games, like, all tactical games would just let you do, is, like, you can undo your last turn. Like, I wish that was just, like, built in and not a difficulty option thing. There is a cost for moving, though, which is this yellow circle here on the left-hand side of the screen. Is your combo. Some cards don't use actions, they instead use combo. Like this one here will end my combo, but it will do more depending on the amount of combo that I have built up. Moving, instead of blocking or hitting, drains one combo. So you're incentivized to not move very much if you can avoid it, which there's a deck in here that is all counter-focused, where it just blocks, hits, and then hits enemies back when they hit you instead, so you're basically never wasting combo, which is really fun. That's a great deck. This deck is like a lot more, as far as I can tell, I thought it was just going to be kind of about doing lots of damage, but it seems like it's actually almost more about pushing and pulling enemies around, which I'm curious. There's also a deck I haven't unlocked yet called the Trickster. I'm very curious to play that one. Yeah, the undo movement thing is great. There's a game I've been keeping an eye on, the new Tom Francis game called Tactical Breach Wizards. Great name. Great name. Oh, so, okay. I've got pull, so I can pull this guy. I'm gonna, nope. And since I've pulled him, it now shows a fist icon here, because this guy's going to hit him. If they can hit someone, they always do on their next turn. And then slip allows me to either move one, or I can go to the side of a guy. So there I go. End turn. That guy takes a hit. Then we go. 3 turns left. And I've got a text. There's a game called Tactical Breach Wizards. That's the new Tom Francis joint that I've been keeping an eye on. That's got a rollback feature as well that I love that stuff. My roommate is asking if I want anything from the store. And the answer is yes, because I just told you the reason I'm eating popcorn on a stream right now is because I have no snacks here. No other snacks. So I would love to get some stuff from the store. Black team versus red team, but it's everyone versus you. Nope, yeah. The different colors do come into play. It's basically the different colors indicate different passives that the enemies have. Early on, they don't have many, but like eventually you'll start to encounter, like this guy, I think the being like dark red color means that he pushes, and then there will be characters that do other stuff that's way more difficult to deal with. It also does the Into the Breach thing of if I do this, they take extra damage because they hit an ally of theirs, which I love. It's a great feeling. It feels great when you do that. I've got a lot of mana basically to work with because on my last turn I used an ability called Hook Kick. How much damage is he going to do? 6? Okay, so by using Quick Block here instead of Dash, I'm not going to lose any combo on my next turn. I can just eat this hit, and I don't lose anything because I blocked it. But then I don't lose combo because I didn't move. So let's get a jab in here. Hello! How's your stuff?
It's good. Oh my gosh. Dude, they don't tell you about it.
Yeah.
It's great.
There we go. And that's how it's done.
And you beat up these guys.
I beat up these bikers. And then Slay the Spire. People are in the chat saying making Slay the Spire comparisons. Very Slay the Spire like in that at the end of every round you basically get to pick a card. Griftlands does that. It's a thing in card games, really.
Mm.
Mm.
Which one are you thinking?
I like Slip a lot. Bleeding is very useful. It does damage over time. It's like very Darkest Dungeon-like. There's a whole deck in here based on bleeding. Slip is so useful, though, especially when you upgrade it. I'm gonna go to the restroom because I want to go to the gym because that's where you upgrade cards. Top left center asks if action points carry over. They don't by default. I believe there are cards that make it so action points do carry over. Grab him. Punch. Hook. Because Hook will give me 2 free action points on my next turn, so instead of 3, I'll have 5. It's not at all stingy with... let's do that, actually. The game is not at all stingy with action points, actually. It's, like, very surprising. It kind of wants you to be doing lots of things. Oh, here's a really useful thing. So that guy's standing in front of a door right now. So if I put the preview down to show where, like, everything on the thing, you'll see that this is red because it's out of bounds. This move pushes enemies 1 unit back if I hit them with it. Now he's just instantly dead. He's just done. It's action movie rules where the minute somebody gets thrown out of a window at the bar, it's just, nope, they're done. They don't get to do more after that. Sorry.
I like that.
It's very funny. I really, really like that too.
Yeah, I get the... Not only in aesthetics does this remind me of Super Hot, but also just in slowing down a fight, like an action movie fight.
Oh, yeah.
Really giving me those vibes.
Oh, I didn't even think to show... it does another Super Hot type thing here that I can show at the end of this match. Let's just steal... Okay, so this is an interesting thing. I buffed myself with that card, and it says next attack deals 2 times damage. That's next attack, not next action. So that will carry over into my next turn if I don't use it this turn. So you can prepare turns like that. So that's what I'm going to do here. There you go. And then... So I don't... But it's only double, so if I use this card, which barely does any damage, it won't do that much. So I want to use something more powerful first, probably. Just get him out of the way with... maybe I should have used jab first just to get the extra action, but I guess it doesn't matter. Dash. Okay, I can pull. Then jab. Then... And how much damage is he going to do? 6. So... Let's do... Front kick. And then... Oh, but if he pushes me, he's going to push me into the wall, and I'll take extra damage. So I don't want to take that hit. So I'll lose the combo, but I'll get out of the way. And he's pretty close to dead, so... And I've got 2 movement abilities anyway, so... Let's see if I can get him. 8 health, 8 damage. There you go.
Bam!
And then you can do this at the end.
Oh, like watch the whole fight?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Cool little feature. I like that a lot. Increase combo by 2 for free. That's pretty good.
I used to play so much Super Meat Boy.
Oh, yeah.
And at the end, it would always show you, like, every single time you tried to beat the level, and then the time you did beat it. It's just so much meat falling and dying.
Because it plays them all at the same time, right? Like, all together. Yeah, that's very funny.
I love watching those at the end.
John in the chat says, this is cool. Yes, it is. It's very cool. And because it is so... I know I, personally speaking, have a lot of, like, card game fatigue and a lot of roguelike fatigue at this point. But
And this is both.
this is both. But this game is also, because it is, in fact, fights in tight spaces, since it's so small, it feels so manageable. Like, this is about the biggest any map in this game ever gets that I've seen. So it never feels like I'm, like, wasting time or in for longer than I want to be playing. So she's got 2 shotguns. Her thing is that she attacks in an arc in 3 areas around her. This guy, I think, attacks... He's got a double range? I forget exactly. You get so many different movement options later on. Those are kind of my favorite things. It's why I'm so excited to unlock the Trickster deck, is because I want a deck that is all about just moving enemies around into each other so that they beat each other up. I could do a quick block, but that's not very useful. I can't do... So this move does tons of damage and pushes, but you can only use it... That's the other thing that you eventually run into, is a bunch of moves have, like, very strange conditions to them. So you have to really think about where you're standing. This one only works if I have my back to the wall.
Okay, not even if you're just beside a wall?
Nope. I have to be facing... I have to be targeting somebody. Like, if I had a wall behind me right now and was facing this guy, yeah, I could use it, but I can't. Oh, top left center brings up Phantom Brigade. I almost played Phantom Brigade tonight, but I picked this one instead because it's newer, and Phantom Brigade is still in early access. So
what is that one about again? I think you've spoken about it.
Yeah, that one's like time travel mechs that can see the future 5 seconds in advance. So you plan out your turn based on where enemies are going to be 5 seconds from now. And you can see it in real time. It's all planned out. So time stops, and then you hit play, and then your 5 seconds worth of actions happen in real time as your characters run around, and then they stop again because they freeze in time. And then you plan out your next turn. It's like very cool.
That's So Raven tactics game.
It's exactly like a That's So Raven tactics game.
You seem to be in a horrible position.
Oh no.
Out of it. Wow.
Gonna get that hook kick for the next thing here. I'll save my 540 kick, I think. She's gonna hit this guy. She does 10 damage. Yeah, I'm gonna hit her just to get that damage in. Yeah, so she takes him out because she was locked into that attack because there was a target in front of her. If there's ever a target in front of any character, they're locked into attacking on the next turn.
That's harsh.
It's very harsh. You can also see the little... I'm pointing at my monitor. I always do this. But you know how it shows like a 1, a 2, and a 3 by all of their damage numbers? That indicates the order that they'll move in. So I know that this guy with the gun is going to shoot this lady before she shoots this other guy.
Gotcha.
So I'm going to get a quick strike in on this guy. And then, just for the hell of it, we'll do that. And then I'll just slip. And then because her shotguns are close range guns, it pushes back, so he takes another 4 damage. This game's very cool. This game is very cool. Let's just get him off the screen immediately. Steel self. And then I'm gonna take damage basically if no matter what, I think here. Oh, okay, no. Who does more damage? No, they both do the same amount of damage? Okay. So I should be fine, because he's going to attack first, because he's number 2, and then she's number 3, so we should be okay. I'm going to take a little bit of damage, but... Oh, what? Oh, yeah, right. That always throws me for a loop when they don't attack, and I'm like, wait, what? Wait, the reason he didn't attack there is because I wasn't in range for him. Yeah, he didn't have a target in the first place, so it didn't matter. He's kind of boxed in. The ranged guys like that love to hang back and like try to make distance from you. But I didn't really give him anywhere to run away from.
Beat his ass.
Done. Okay. Ooh, and these are all upgraded cards now too. Ooh, these are good. These are actually like really good, Funke.
Why?
Because they all have movement options. They're all upgraded and they all have movement options associated with them. So this makes it so that I will punch and kick in two opposite directions at the same time, pushing enemies away from me. This one lets me go behind a guy while maintaining combo. And this one pushes a guy to the left of whichever direction I'm facing. Any moves that move people around are great.
Shift seems really fun.
Shift does seem fun. Move to the other side of adjacent enemy and maintain combo. Separate. Yeah, I think you're right. That's good to have. Targets. Gym. Medical. Normally I would go for the event there just to show that off, but I want money because it hasn't been long since I just upgraded, so I want to get more money here. Okay.
Who are these orange guys?
Orange means they buff themselves every turn. So every turn that they are left to live, they will be doing more damage. So it pays to kill them fast. Yeah, gains +1 modifier for every turn alive. So we'll use that shift we just got. Kick this guy. And we'll do the wall punch. Yeah, down right off the bat.
The ragdoll effect at the end.
It's great. Very funny. Let's see here. We got lots of movement options here. I think that's probably the way to go.
Have you started writing your goatee list?
I have not yet. Have you?
Just the outline.
How's it going?
It's kind of hard.
Yeah, they always are.
Yeah, I remember in Providence we were talking about Returnal, and I was like, "Yeah, it's on my top 10 list." And John was like, "I know it's not gonna be there by the end." I was like, I don't know. It's a pretty good game, but yeah, in the past month I've played like 5 games that are on that list.
I get it.
That have just kicked so many games out.
It's tough. It gets rough every single time.
And then I get to a point where I'm like, why am I even numbering these? They're all great.
They're all great. Yeah, I mean, on your personal list, you can do whatever you want, Funke.
Wait, true. True.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm getting into the zone here.
No, I've been there.
All right. Okay. Bonk. It's so satisfying. It's the most satisfying thing in video games to me is tricking some idiot to hit his friend.
Yeah. That's good. Especially when it saves you from getting hurt.
Right here. I'm gonna probably, just because I could avoid all damage here, but I'm just gonna partially to show it. You just kind of want to show what a counter in this game looks like. So it's just like that. You always get, at least for every counter I've found so far, counter always adds block as well, which is great. The first deck that you get is very, like, balanced. I mean, I think it's literally called balanced. But, okay, I think I got to move here. Okay. So if I do a left spin kick, that'll push him over there. Then I can do a step, which puts my back against a wall, which means
Does that count?
That counts. Which means I can do that.
Oh, great work, Agent. Wow, that reminds me of when I was playing The Last of Us 2, I think, and I would let the zombies and then the evil survivors fight each other, and I just would walk away. Like, you don't need to fight everything. You can let these people fight each other.
Oh, I love that stuff. It's like Far Cry 2 did a bunch of that, where that was like, in the olden days, Far Cry 2 was like, you can go out there and like make a tiger fight another guy. It's great.
Yeah.
Pull.
It's like that photo of Sofia Vergara at the boxing match, and she's smiling, and she says, "I think they're dead." And have you seen that photo?
No, I don't know what you're talking about. This sounds great. I think they're dead.
They're dead. I'll send them to you.
Okay. Shift, unfortunately, doesn't move them back in the spot that I was at, because if I could do that right now, I could move him and then probably push him with, like, wall punch, but no. Oh, this is easy. Give me something real to fight.
Can you kick them into the stall?
I don't think it, like, has... I haven't tried, actually. I don't know. I don't think it has an animation for the stall specifically. But I do, but you can definitely hit them into that physical object and they'll take more damage. Ugh.
Wow.
I was getting my ass handed to me this weekend. I need some fucking real challenge here.
What deck were you using?
I was jumping around between a bunch of them, honestly, as I was unlocking them. I think this is the second time I've played this one. What do you think, Funke?
What is Caltrops? What is that one?
Add 2 bleeding to all enemies, ignores block. But it costs 2 actions instead of 1.
Oof. Do you have any counters already?
I have 1 basic counter, or not even basic. I have like 1 counter. Yeah. It's not one of these 2 types of counter, but it is a type of counter, yeah.
And what's the difference between a combo counter and a counter?
So regular counter, 8 block, 10 damage. So it's safer, and it does 10 damage. This one, 6 block, so it's not quite as safe, but it does 2 damage plus 2 for every point of combo you have.
I go combo counter because you're not even getting hit, really. Like, it doesn't seem like anyone's hurting you.
That's a good point. I'm too good. I agree with you, Funke. I am too good at this video game.
Yeah, so I mean, I would take the 2 extra hits to get your combo better.
So this guy here, he attacks in a big arc around him. He does like a haymaker. So anybody that gets into that will take damage.
Looks like he's just about to fight his friend.
I know. He's not, because his arrows aren't pointing, but it does look like that.
Oh, okay.
Wonk. And now that guy's going to attack, but since he does a haymaker, he's not only going to attack that guy with the gun, he's also going to hit his other friend.
Why?
Because he has to attack in that arc. That's the only attack he knows.
But yeah, but like, you weren't even in it.
No, but his friend was. They're creatures of pure instinct, you know, kind of funky.
Okay, that's just horrible positioning from the start. Like,
oh, combo counter. Okay, so he does 5. No, 12. Okay. So I
don't know if it's worth.
I don't think it's worth. Let's just slip on out of the way. All right, we got a front kick. We got shift. Oh. 5, 8, 12. Okay. Let's use that shift that we got. Let's puncture him because he's got a lot of health, so we can start him bleeding a little. Yeah, just a little bit of bleed.
The wall jump?
Wall jump, you're right.
Steven, we gotta play TFT sometime.
Oh, yeah. I played a little bit of that, I think, when it first came out. Oh, my God.
It's so much different now.
Is it really?
Yeah, they change it like every few months. Completely change the cards and what they do and the synergies and stuff.
Yeah.
But it reminds me of this just because they're cards, but
Yeah, but I get what you mean.
it's a lot of risk management and also being like, okay, what's more worth to do in this situation?
Right. You still play it regularly?
I slowed down a bit. I did like an 11-day grind for in the ranked mode.
Why?
It's fun.
Oh, just for fun?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know. I love competitive games. I don't know.
Oh yeah, no, totally. They're not
But
usually. Oh, go ahead.
Oh yeah.
Like competitive isn't usually my preferred way to go. I like cooperative games quite a lot. I like your Monster Hunters. I like your Warframes.
That's good. That is better. Like competitive games are you gotta have a broken brain to be honest.
Hey, Funke, I played Dota 2 religiously for years. I get it.
I don't understand how you did that.
Oh, okay. By the way, there's ninjas now?
Are these turtles as well? They're green.
Yeah, these are. They lost one of them. I killed one of their brothers. There used to be 4 of these sort of ninja turtles, if you will. Not anymore, though. Sorry to say. Their thing is that they attack from a very long distance because they can do like jump kicks. He's too that because he can attack from such a distance, he's out of range of my pull, so I can't pull him into his friend here. Normally, if he was just standing there, I could get him and then make his ally hit him, but no. This game is very silly. It's weird. Like the tone of the game, I don't always understand what they're going for exactly. And I don't know that it always works for me as a result, but it's the core gameplay part is so fun anyway. I do have a feeling, like just a suspicion based on nothing. I've seen no hints of this, so don't think of this as a spoiler. I have a suspicion that it's going to do some kind of like crackdown thing where it's going to turn out like actually you were working for the bad guys all along.
Oh no. Yeah, I mean, you only had one correspondence with your boss.
Yeah, right? They just said, I don't know, go beat up some bikers. And then it just showed up and we just didn't talk about it. Oh, that's right. These guys all. So I fucked up there because these guys all. Oh, but no, I was fine because he attacked first.
Nice.
These guys also. Oh, no. Sorry. Swap makes them turn to face me, doesn't it? No. Okay, so these guys just turn to face, I think.
Have you ever seen Full Metal Alchemist?
Oh, yes, I have, Funke. Absolutely, I have.
I started watching it, and the first episode was just wild. And someone was asking that child, like, "Do you even know what you're fighting for?" And he said, "No, this is just my job."
Uh-huh.
It just reminded me of like
This?
fighting for the wrong side, yeah, and not even caring.
Uh-huh. What's wrong? What's wrong with that? You know, sometimes you just need to do. You gotta get. You know, it's. You have a job. You have a job to do, and sometimes that's all it is.
Should never think about it.
Just don't think about it. Don't think about all the people that died along the way. You know.
Wow.
Yep. I didn't do the math. If I wanted to, I could have done the math there to see if that would actually, if this would work out in my favor, but I don't know. We'll find out. Probably not. No, I took more damage there than I wanted to, but it means that I won that fight because I was about to lose the objective on there, the secondary objective, because it was like beat them in so many turns or whatever. So I basically sacrificed health to make sure I got the money.
Do you regen health? From room to room?
No, definitely not from room to room, at least not naturally. There might be an upgrade for that. Close in.
Oh no.
Might do that.
Any health potions? What
There's
do you do?
If you go to the medical
medical.
bays, yeah, you can get that. And I do think you get some health back when you finish an area. 'Cause I'm pretty close to the boss of this area right now. If I beat this guy, I think I do get some health back.
Are these guys just gonna punch each other?
Do they attack from a distance? They auto attack. Pushes any target one tile, deals 5 damage. Auto attack. One way to find out. No, they're not good. They only have a range of 1. They don't have a left kick, unfortunately. Ooh, want to get that hook in there. Might as well jolt. No reason not to. And then steal stealth. And there we go. Hello, baby. Yeah. You want? Oh, it's getting close to food time, isn't it? Isn't it, Ramba? Isn't it? So I could use swap, but swap makes this guy face me. So I guess the actual move to do here is to move this guy because this guy, it's his auto attack. That's what the triangle symbol means under him, or under me rather. At this point, if I do anything inside of there, at the end of that action, he will take an action, which is to attack me. So if I swap, bonk. Let's get the jab for the extra point. And then I think I should just probably use left spin kick. No, I don't think I want to do any of that because they do 5. Yeah.
Ooh.
I don't think there's a good reason to waste the health there. 22 damage. Anything you want to share from your Game of the Year list so far, Funke?
Not telling.
Not telling. Oh.
I have some honorable mentions.
Okay.
That has been some of my favorite part.
Oh, yeah.
To write out.
That stuff is super fun.
Let me pull it up. Demon Souls?
Oh, like the PS5 game? Was that this year?
No.
Oh, you just played it this year.
Yeah. Can you believe it's been a year since the PlayStation 5 is out?
No. I don't know if I can.
And it has like 3 games that you can play only there.
Yeah, basically. What was it called? The fucking Godfall. I was just reminded about Godfall recently because it's free on PS Plus.
Mm.
And there we go. Slip on past. Let's do a quick strike. Just get some combo in. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but that was the first one that got me into Souls games.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, let me just try it. My friend Abby was like, it's not that hard. Like, people say it's hard, but like you can learn it.
Oh yeah,
and it's true. Like, it's a process. I don't get why like the whole thing around those games is like get good. It's the hardest thing in the world.
That's the thing. Yeah.
No, it's a main game and it doesn't care about you, but it's not like once you are playing through it, you remember those things. Like if someone kills you around a corner, you're not gonna walk around that corner again. You're gonna go the other way.
That's actually one of the funniest things about that whole thing is like people who hold up games as being like, this is hard, this is for real gamers. It's like actually just telling on themselves that they're not very good at those games, because if they think it's that hard, like it's just pattern recognition for the most part. There are some things that are cheap in those games. I think intentionally so a lot of the time.
Yeah. But that one's on there. I'm probably just gonna write a sentence about like the Souls games because I did that one in a week, Demon Souls, and then I did Bloodborne in 3 days, which was like so gremlin-y. Like I've never grinded a game like that.
That's incredible.
So long. And that was really fun. Castlevania is on there. Symphony of the Night.
Ooh, yeah.
So good. I finished playing that, and I literally just yesterday I bought the Advanced Collection on PlayStation.
Mm-hmm. How's that?
Because I was reading that I didn't try it yet, but I was reading that those games seem like more influenced by Symphony of the Night.
Which games? In
the Advanced Collection, I forget the name.
You mean literally the other Castlevania games? Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Those are in conversation with Symphony of the Night. For sure. If you like those two, if you run out of Symphony of the Night like games to play, Bloodstained Ritual of the Moon? Ritual of the Night? Yeah.
I saw that one. I wanted to play more Castlevania before. Like that's
totally
what I want to play last, I think, if I'm still super interested in it.
That game is just more of that. It's just like the guy who made those Game Boy Advance games, or at least a couple of them, he was just like, what if we just made more of these?
Oh, it's from the same creator.
Yeah. He went off to Kickstarter years later after Konami stopped making video games. Basically,
I thought it was just a random person. I didn't know that.
Oh no,
that's great.
No, it was very much like he was doing videos with him holding the whip and stuff, and like because he used to bring that whip with him to like E3 when he was like showing those games off. Yeah. What's wrong?
Yeah, but that pack has Circle of the Moon, Harmony of Dissonance, Aria of Sorrow,
great stuff.
Dracula X as well.
Great stuff.
Even the art style and just like Alucard, I fucking love that guy.
Yeah, Alucard is great. Cool. I love Soma Cruz too. Soma Cruz is a great looking character. He's from the Advance games, or Advance and DS.
Oh my gosh, yeah! Look at how these guys dressed. They're so cool.
Got that normal teenager jacket.
Yes, the one all teenagers have.
There's a line in that game where he says like, "I'm just a normal teenager," and it like shows him wearing that stuff.
He's not. But yeah, the Symphony of the Night, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I can't believe, like, why did no one tell me about that? Because they haven't critically acclaimed series.
Yeah, but this critically acclaimed series that nobody ever shuts up about.
Yeah, but that's when I was just like, dang, this is good. But then I tried Rondo of Blood, and it didn't hit the same.
Oh yeah, like it's not a Symphony of the Night style game. It's like just completely different.
No, and they're walking around like, I gotta go around.
That's exactly what they sound like. Yeah. You're right. When you're right, you're right.
Death Stranding. There's only a couple more. Sorry.
No,
Death Stranding director's cut is there.
Oh,
I was
really?
like, you know what? You do not get a whole slot here.
Mm-hmm.
I played you before. Get out of here.
That's fair. That's fine.
But I was playing through it again, and I was like, this is a good game.
Yeah, I agree. I think that game gets a bad rap. I think that game is corny as fuck in some places and is like silly.
Yeah.
But at the same time, very good. Like fun to play.
It has so many like direction elements from movies, but it could never be a movie. Like most of that game is the walking.
Right.
Which I really like that. Pokemon Unite, I wish I liked it more.
Yeah.
I really wish I liked it more. Could have been a league killer.
Could have been a league killer.
Crab game.
Crab game. Now we're talking.
You ever tried that?
I don't know that I've tried it. I think I saw Merritt maybe play it.
It's Squid Game ripoff.
Oh, is it? Okay, no, that is not what I thought that was then.
It's
I'm thinking
very
of a
cool.
different game.
It was made in, do you know Muck? This PC game, survival, Minecraft like.
No, not familiar.
Yeah, well, the dev who did that just made a crab game ripoff in like 2 days.
Huh.
The creator economy. What a genius. But it's a fun one. And then my last honorable mention is Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, really? Really? Really?
Yes. I was one of the chosen 5 people in the whole world who played through it. And it's fun. Only 30 hours in, though.
I see. I see. All right. All right.
Why are you saying it like that?
No, what am I saying? Like what, Funke? What do you mean? I'm just saying if you're sure you want to put that on there, I guess that's your choice. If you think about it.
I've never seen anything that broken.
I've
never seen something so beautiful and like just almost there, but so far away.
Mm-hmm.
Where you could see every single tree no matter where you were, where you could teleport into someone else for a whole mission. I don't know. But seriously, there's some character work that happens with characters that are introduced 25 hours in.
25 hours.
that I
Yeah,
think is
I've heard.
so good.
I know, yeah.
But it's like, I'm not going to tell anyone to play that game.
Right.
I can't recommend that to someone.
You know what though? I have those games. I have those. Absolutely, I have those games where I can't actually recommend that like another person play this, but for me, this is exactly what I need.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Night City starts out corny as fuck, but then grows into something else where you're like, oh, it kind of knows it's corny. Which I wasn't expecting. So you're in jail now, by the way?
I'm in jail now. That's the new faction that I have to fight is jail.
So you're a secret agent just running into jail and beating people up.
Yeah, I guess there's like an evil organization that is being run out of this prison, basically, secretly. And so I've I skipped a lot of that dialogue. I'm very sorry. I, as a result, have pretended to be a lawyer to sneak in here. And that's about the size of the story as it is right now.
Is there much of a narrative in this game?
So far, at least as far as I've only gotten to this prison so far. I've not gotten any farther past it, so I don't know if they get there later, but so far what we've seen on screen is what there is. It's like the chief talks to you before a mission, and then you go off and beat a bunch of people up. But that's been about it. Flip seems to go. Vault over an adjacent obstacle, enemy, or tile into an empty tile. I'm going to try that. Health is okay. Go self 4C. Ty 1553 says, pretty sure this plot happened in an episode of Daredevil. It's actually probably true. Let's jolt up. Let's pull.
I remember watching season 1 of that show and being like, wow, this is so cool.
They did it.
Yeah. They made a comic a TV show.
They finally managed. Okay.
And then I just didn't watch. I'm pretty sure there was another season, right?
There was, I think, 2 more seasons, because there's definitely a season 2, which I did watch and thought was not very good. That's actually where the prison stuff happens, because that's second season is where Punisher shows up, and a lot of that involves a prison.
Speaking of, have you seen Hawkeye?
I've not watched any of the new Disney stuff.
Oh, I thought you watched Loki.
No, never watched Loki. Not yet. Maybe one day. But, oh, he's gonna attack me from a distance, so I guess it's fine. I had to block at least. Oh, but he puts concussion in.
Who
Asshole.
is that?
That's Tattoo Guy, and this is Armored Prisoner.
Oh, the armored prisoner.
The prisoners have raided the prison armory and have stolen a load of guard equipment. That's their explanation. All cards cost +1 momentum while this card is in your hand. Remove at the end for the duration of fight. Unplayable. This card cannot be played from a hand. Okay.
So concussion is a status effect that you can't change.
Yes, not right now anyway. Am I getting you? Okay. Hi, baby. Chill out. It's not food time. It's not food time. All cards cost +1 momentum. Because, yeah, oh boy, this sucks. This sucks. This sucks. Boy, this sucks. Can I... No. Wait, if I shift and then move him over, will I have enough? Yes. Okay, we're okay. Nice. Take your bleed. You ever seen Demolition Man, Funke?
No.
You might enjoy Demolition Man. That's a very silly movie. There's a character in it played by Wesley Snipes named Simon. And at various points in the... let's do the flip. At various points in the movie, he says, Simon says bleed, because he's a bad guy. so like one of his catchphrases is Simon says whatever.
Uh-huh.
It's a very good movie. Do you know what that movie's about?
No.
Okay.
I'm looking at images now. It's a lot. Sandra Bullock seems to be in movies with like bombs or something.
She's in Speed. I think. Oh, fuck her. I forgot about this. I always forget about auto attacks.
This is. I just assume this is Speed, but it's a building.
No. Demolition Man is about. Do you care if I say?
Well, you know, go. Tell me.
Okay, I wasn't sure if you were you were about to become a demolition head. You know.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, worse things have happened. Weirder things. Let's get the hook kick. Oh, right, he's just dead, I guess.
Wow.
Oh, and
this guy had
you.
nothing. No padding on the back part of him.
He had padding. I wait. Oh my God! I forgot that was the. I was like, I wonder. I can't remember what the yellow means, and then I remembered. Oh, the yellow is the guy I'm not supposed to kill.
Oh.
Oopsie. Oh well. Demo Man is about set self, move up to 2 trials, add 1 conditioning. That's useful. Demolition Man is about a it's about what's his name? Specifically it's about Sylvester Stallone, that's his name. And he is like a cop, I think, in like the 90s. And he gets, because he's tracking down Wesley Snipes' character. Wesley Snipes is like a criminal mastermind, and he like sets this building to explode. Simon Phoenix is Wesley Snipes' full character's full name. Counter push. Okay. Counters incoming attacks within 1 tile range. So in that case, let's... Is there auto attacks here? No. He gets like framed for the murder, like for blowing up like a building, like exploding it, with a bunch of people inside, but like the people were already dead because Simon Phoenix already killed them. But then like the, you know, oh, that gun, the shotgun pushes. Oh well, you live and learn. He gets sentenced to be put in cryogenic stasis until like, oh, we've got this experimental new prison system. We put prisoners into cryogenic stasis. We put like freeze them and then like show their brains like rehabilitating stuff that'll like make them good members of society. Well, like brainwash them into being good. So he gets put into that. And everybody agrees it's super great, it's super smart idea. It's not. And he wakes up like 150 years in the future or something like that, like 80 years in the future. It's not quite that far, but
what?
He wakes up in the future, and in the future everybody is just like super happy and nice and calm and pleasant and well-mannered. Sandra Bullock is a cop, but there's like no crime in the world anymore, so everybody's just like, yeah, it's they have like a saying where it's just like, have a joy day, because they're like they're just so happy all the time. Yeah, LMC Klung, he was indeed a cop. The brainwashing also teaches skills including muscle memory, like Taskmaster. And there was, so he wakes up in that future or whatever, but like some politician is like, it's too nice here. Everything's too good for us. So we need to like introduce some bad shit so that people will like vote for me or something like that.
What?
Uh-huh. What's up?
This sounds like 3 movies.
Oh no, he's the auto attacker. Oh, I could have sworn. Okay. So they unthaw Sylvester Stallone's character, but they also unthaw Simon Phoenix to run loose on the city and kill people.
And then what?
Raise the crime rate so that he can get reelected or some shit. And so because everybody in the future is like all calm and nice all the time, and it's like, oh yeah, have a joy day. Like, oh, they're all so super happy. Nobody knows how to fight or anything, so they're like, we gotta use the Demolition Man. We gotta use Sylvester Stallone's character. He's the only one who knows the way to save the day, because he's the only one with combat skills and stuff. But there's no guns or anything in the future because nobody needs them anymore. And so he's just like stuck in these awful situations all the time. It's a very silly movie. It's an old action movie. You should check it out. I've not seen Demolition Man in many years, so I'm butchering it, but it's very funny.
Huh. Bantha. Interesting. Okay. Wow.
They unthaw Phoenix first, and the cops decide to unthaw Stallone since he caught him last time. Yeah, okay. But then, like, Simon Phoenix has, like, weird martial arts skills. It's like the Matrix I know Kung Fu thing, if I'm not mistaken. Or, like, Simon Phoenix has, like, all the codes to all the stuff in the city because the politician who unthawed him wanted him to be more effective. So they can't control him because he's too smart.
It's IMC Klung says incredibly frou-frou, like the duo, the electronic duo.
I don't know. I'm not familiar.
Because I love their music. I'll need to find. Also, Gonchord says everyone takes their Teamasil. I just watched that episode of Arrested Development.
Are you watching Arrested Development for the first time?
No.
This is a rewatch. Okay.
Watching it with my friend for the 6th time.
6th time? Oh, you a counterattack, you fucker! I forgot.
Seasons 1 through 3 are very tight. I think
The fifth time, okay.
I'm not watching it for me. They're watching it.
I learned it from watching you and Arrested Development, Dad. Dad, you put me on that fucking candid camera show when I was a kid. This is what I learned. Oh, that is still one of the absolute greatest, like, deep lore funky things I've ever learned.
Yep.
Nice. Love
There's
that.
like a lot of Canadian prank shows.
Is there really?
Yeah.
It's just like a thing there?
I guess so. There's Prank Patrol, Extreme Babysitting, another like mystery themed one, and there's Just for
Mystery
Laughs gag. Yeah.
Why is it mystery? Like, oh, the prank is we tricked you into thinking your mother has been murdered.
No, like science-y. I don't know.
Okay.
And then Just for Laughs gags, which is I think from Montreal, but
Okay.
there's no
Oh, fucker! I'm an idiot. Oh, well. This is why I lose in this second round. Anyway, sorry, fucker.
No, I've seen you win these. Oh, you have 6 health?
Yeah. I love you were like, no, you've got this. Just hang in there, champ. And then just the second you saw the health, it's like, ooh, actually.
Oh, if you die, you're done.
If I die, I'm done. We have to restart a new run.
Yeah. Well, Just for Laughs gags is like, it'll be someone miming something at the start, being like, "We're gonna check this out. We're pretending to be a tree," and then it's like some fun royalty-free music, and then they just scare people on the street. I always wanted to be pranked on that show as a child.
Why?
Because it's so silly, and then at the end everyone's laughing like, "Ah, you got us."
You got us. That's fun. I'm so glad that you made me feel like I was going to die. That the tree from Poltergeist was going to get me.
Yeah. As I've grown, I've realized pranks are mostly being mean or lying.
Yeah. I think I realized that.
Laughing at the end.
Yeah, you got to laugh at the end, but like, sometimes it's you don't laugh. Sometimes not everybody's laughing.
True.
Think about it, kids.
Wait, you're still doing well.
Yeah, I'm not dead yet. That's about the close. That's about the best I could hope for. What I've done to myself in this build so far is I don't have a ton of damage across all cards. I have a lot of movement and stuff, which I like, but it has led to the problem where I can't end these fights very quickly. So if I get cornered, I'm in a bad spot. I don't have any cards that down enemies. That's really good if I have the ability to do that, but, I'll try that one. Let's do an event real quick, too. In the middle of a rooftop chase. I love this rooftop chase in a prison. Oh, this sucks. Okay, my options are lose a random card, gain a new card. Lose 5 health, which I only have 6.
You have to choose the first one.
Hit the ground, lose 10. Yeah, I think that would just kill me. I guess so. Okay, I lost close in, which I wasn't using a ton of anyway, and I got something called Keep on Swinging. Retain damage modifier at the end of turn. All right. Yeah, LMC Clug. I've never seen the other guys. The only scene from the other guys I've ever seen is the scene you're referring to. They say, choose to die like The Rock and Samuel L. Jackson and the other guys.
How does he die?
They both die at the same time. They're like the super cops in that movie. And at the beginning of the movie, they are like chasing after some like bank robbers or something. And the bank robbers are getting away, and they're on top of a building, and they look down in the building, and they're like, there's no way to get down quickly enough to catch them. And they're like, aim for the bushes. And they say, yeah, aim for the bushes. And then they jump off the building, and it goes into slow motion like, ah, as they're falling, and it plays the song, there goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. Where goes my hero? And it holds on that for a long time as the camera slowly pans down to reveal there are no bushes whatsoever, and that they just fall to the ground in the middle of like a New York street and die for no reason because they're idiots. I think I'm fucked, Funke. I don't think
so. Now, what is gonna do you in? Is it the shotgun behind you, the prisoner in front?
Both, probably, actually.
Can't you slip behind that guy and then he'll take the bullets?
Slip his side to side, and if I slide, I'll get shot here. The one thing I have, so I could kick this guy to block that.
But then the other guy.
Well, no. Oh, no. Okay, I'm okay actually. I'm okay. I think. Yeah. And I can still caltrops him too. And do this. Oh, no, I'm still fucked because he's going to attack me now. No, he's not. Okay, because I wasn't there. Oh, he took his attack first because he's number 1. He's got the highest initiative. Okay, no, I'm fine. Okay, cool.
Nice.
Cool.
You gotta get to the medical place.
I'm working on it. I'm working on it. I swear. Oh, but he attacks first. Yeah, now I think I screwed myself. Because he's not going to die. Yeah, no, I fucked up there. At the finish line, I had that great move. I didn't think it through, though. I had that one great move, and then I didn't think the next one.
Oh.
It's hard to do. I have reached level 10, though. Ooh, a card that heals me. Oh, but you throw it away at the end of your turn, I think. What do you think? You want to go for? You think we can do another run, or do you want to call it there?
Your stream. I'm down for whatever.
Real into the breach hour, says LMC Klung. Let's keep going just a little bit longer. We'll try one more run here. We'll try a different deck is what we'll do. What are you feeling?
I chose aggressive last time. You could pick.
Let's go with counters. Why not? Counters are great because if you do get caught into really, really tight spaces and get, like, cornered, they help you out quite a bit. Snap strike. There we go. Jump kick. No, that requires movement, or that requires space. That's right. But I can block. I can long counter. And I can end turn. The thing about the counter build is it feels a little bit mindless sometimes because you're just kind of standing there, which I guess is good. Kind of want that to a certain degree. I personally prefer to... Oh, right, he pushes, so... Oh, well. Head smash can't use because there's nothing nearby. This ability will basically end my combo, but it does a ton of damage. If I can hit an enemy while they're next to something I can smash their head into.
Oh.
Get that. Easy.
Ty in chat is saying that it gets more complex later.
Oh, the
with
game does?
counter.
Good to know. Love to hear it. Yeah, that's not that long kick. I can step.
You're going into the line of fire?
Into the line of fire, because I am the line of fire, Funke. He's not locked in here. I'm not locked in here with him. He's locked in here with me. In this bathroom. Shove. Oh, I love shove. Let's get shove. Once again, we'll go for the gym, because I'm not taking any hits here. So far, there's not, like, any real permanent things. It's more like you just unlock stuff that you can equip. Which is not always my favorite thing in these games, but it is somewhat refreshing just because, again, it is so... I get some fatigue with these games. I love these games, but there are so many roguelikes and deck builders, and now roguelike deck builders.
Yeah.
I've been playing one called... I haven't touched it very much yet, but it seems really cool, called Trials of Fire. Which is almost like got a bit more of a strategy game element to it, where you're like building, not building necessarily, but like you've got units that you use and move across like a game board. That one's pretty cool. That's a shame. Oh shit! Did not pay enough attention. Oh, but no, I had block. What am I worried about? What am I worried about? Funky, nothing. Nothing at all.
Does it completely block the damage or just make it less?
Block. It gives you like a number, and any damage that you take below that number. So it's like if you got 8 block, they'll eat up. And they do attack you for 5, they'll eat up 5 block. So you'll only have 3 block left if somebody else attacks you, but it fully blocks the damage as long as you've got enough block. I like to upgrade just the normal counter because it just gives it an ungodly amount of block, so you can really just stand there.
That's good. I mean, you're also counter-based, I swear.
Mm-hmm. Slip step. Oh, if I had pull right now, that'd be just wonderful. Slip, and then I could step. Push. Yep. Yeah.
Can you counter the big swing?
Yeah, you can counter unless there's a thing in this game so far that I just haven't seen yet. You can counter almost everything.
Oh, blessed.
I'm sure there's some stuff in here that I just simply haven't seen yet. That they can cut through it. Like I'm sure like there's guys with knives and stuff. They can do some of that because I have cards that go through block, so I imagine they would also give that to the enemy. you just start to run into a thing with this game that is not necessarily deal breaker or whatever, but like as I've been playing it, and maybe it's just because I haven't gotten far enough yet. As I've been playing it though, it does start to feel a little samey over time because there's just not a lot of flavor. It's not like you're getting new guns, right? It's not like you're getting cool armor. Mm-hmm. It's not like you're customizing your character very much. It's just kind of this. And like your moves are all, I push this guy to the left, or what if I pushed him to the right? You know, there's like some of that. So it's like a game I feel is best experienced in smaller doses.
But you are getting cards, though, right? Like
I am getting cards. It's not like you're not getting anything. But the cards themselves are often things like just push, kick, or whatever. You know, it's not like there's not a ton of flavor to anything in the game. Even the guys, like, seems almost maybe a little intentional to a degree, is like the guys' names are like Pistol Thug, Biker, Chonk.
Yeah.
Whereas like other tactical games that I like a lot, they get a lot of mileage out of like adding expression to your characters and your guys. Like I love BattleTech, with a thing that a lot of people know, I'm sure know, if they're watching this stream. Quick kick. And that's a game where you can add a lot of personality to your like whole squad and to the mechs that they use. In this game, it has a lot of initial personality, but that personality just kind of like stays the same way that it is now for most of the game, or at least from most of what I've seen. Counter. So the problem is they're going to do so much damage. Got out of that. 5 and 6, and he pushes, unfortunately, so I can't just let him. I can't counter him, or I can. Oh, what am I thinking? There we go. He does not push, so blah.
Can you do like a counter kick and hit them all?
There's a counter. It's like called long counter, and that is a counter kick basically, and that will attack them from a much farther away. I don't know if I can't actually remember if it's a kick, but in my head it is. In my heart it is. It's a kick in my heart, damn it. It's still real to me.
I think this guy in the bar is one of my favorite characters.
This guy here, the big guy?
Yeah.
Chonk?
Who just doesn't care. You see someone, he starts swinging.
I'm a simple guy. I see somebody, I start swinging. It is what I know. Oh, but I can't throw. So I have an attack here called Throw that does like usually a lot of damage and stuns, but he's too heavy to do that with.
Yeah, I feel like everyone who's like called for a shift with this guy is just like, oh god. This guy
guy again? God damn it. I'm telling you, you can't. I can't do another one with him.
I can't. He keeps yelling helicopter punch and just goes, swings.
He won't stop. We've got through like 7 guys this week. We could be one of the biggest gangs on the Eastern Seaboard, but we keep losing people to this guy. Goodbye. Next page. Grapple. Move target to any adjacent tile within the board. No combo gain. Target will turn to face away. Now that's interesting. I kind of want that. Let's try that out. We got weakened targets, weakened targets. I might take that money while I can. Weakened targets? Get that money?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so orange dudes, no shotgun lady. What are these guys called? Prisoner. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they're orange.
Yeah. You know what? You know what, Funky? You're right. They are orange. when you put it like that. Okay, we got power sync. Quick draw. That would have been before your time. I'm sure you've never seen Beast Wars.
It was on television.
Was it really?
That's the Transformers, but they're animals?
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
one
yeah.
of them. There was a couple. Because there was a sequel to Beast Wars called Beast Machines.
Mm. Beast Machines, the gears within.
Yeah.
That's what I imagined the subhead would be.
Oh, yep, you got it. It's amazing. You did it. No. Oh, piss. Oh, well. I should have countered. I thought I had more juice left. I've got to remember that I'm not using the deck that has Hook in it. And so, like, my brain is just really attuned right now to the idea of, like, having way more actions than I should.
Mm-hmm.
All
Ooh.
good. He's done, at least. Get closer to this guy. Oh, damn. Okay. I didn't realize I should have looked more closely at the things. That'll be fine. Yeah, it should be okay. Get some damage in there. Not going to be able to kill these guys in 2 turns. I don't think.
Mm-mm.
But at least I got one of the objectives.
Yeah, and
Oh,
you're gonna
there's 3
defeat.
guys.
You're gonna defeat them all. So
Yeah. I'm gonna win. I'm not gonna take really any damage. Gotta take it as a win.
wait, Xenophon is saying that it wasn't called Beast Wars in Canada. It was called Beasties.
Beasties. Yes, I know that because Merritt has told me that.
What?
I forgot about Beasties. I guess
Did they do that?
I guess they were just like, we can't call some war. War is bad. It sounds mean.
It does sound mean. They're right.
We can't call it war. War. No war.
That.
No war in Canada. I'm sorry. I don't know what this character is. Okay.
Well, to me, it's the like CEO of YTV.
Yeah, there you go.
Like, the television network. Can we put Beast Wars on? Well, yeah, the kids like the Transformers.
Yeah. They like it when the one guy turns into a different guy.
Mm-hmm. But do we really need all the violence?
No. Can't have it. Stun darter is really good. It's ranged. It stuns, but it stuns at range. You can throw it into a guy.
My roommate is playing through Dark Souls, the first one.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm like summoning in to help them out.
Nice. That's nice of
They're
you.
going to Sen's Fortress.
Ooh.
It's gonna be fun.
It's gonna be very funny. Funny for you. Are you
Absolutely.
Are you helping them like nonstop, or like you just coming in occasionally?
I'm helping for bosses.
Helping for bosses. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that game I have so much more fun with someone playing through. I love the co-op element.
Yeah, that's
But
fair.
it's so hard in Dark Souls 1. Like, it's so unnecessarily convoluted with humanity and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's very esoteric.
I feel like the other ones make that way easier.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Two is also really esoteric, but just for different reasons.
Mm.
I love that too, but it is very, very strange.
It has like 5 billion bosses.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What's your of those games? Which one's your favorite?
Fave has got to be Demon Souls and then Bloodborne.
Do you like the remake or do you like the PS3 or you're a PS3 purist?
I've only played the remake.
Okay.
Yeah. It's so beautiful. I don't know how
Maybe.
anyone could be a purist. Like, that game just looks nice.
I get people's arguments about it, but yeah, it never really bothered me much at all either.
What are like the arguments? What do people?
One of the big arguments I always remember hearing a lot was people saying, it was a lot of people talking about how the art style is just literally a different art style. It becomes a different thing. Like the game is saying kind of a different thing with its visuals. Because like the architecture, for instance, I think is like one of the big standout examples of that people point to is just like the architecture is like drawing from a different era of real world, like medieval architecture than the original game is.
Okay.
And so I get it. Like I get why people feel that way. I guess the architecture, the specifics of the architecture were just never really my main important thing. And I get that people say it's like not just it looks different therefore it's bad. It's like, it looks too clean, right? It no longer looks like a city that has been completely subsumed by like the evil in this place or whatever.
Yeah. Huh. I'll have to go back and like check out what it looked like, because I don't know. I just loved how it all was like built back up and just looked so clean. If no one told me that was a PS3 game, I wouldn't have known.
Right. Hi, baby. Hello. Okay, Mr. Man. There was I do remember, this is circling back to the Beast Wars thing, but I remember like there being a lot of examples of when I was a kid, people being like, you can't say kill on TV in a kid's cartoon specifically. It was like a cartoon thing. You can't have like when the bad guys shoot at Spider-Man, you can't have them say kill. They have to say something else. And yes. I remember also at the time like, oops, well, I mean, not oops, that works out fine too. And I remember people like giving interviews and stuff at the time being like, after they had done like the Fox Spider-Man animated series, being like, yeah, but because we couldn't say kill, we had to just like use up way different, way worse words all the time for what we were describing. So it's like you'd have Doc Ock saying to like about Spider-Man like vivisect him, which is like a way nastier thing. But they were like, no, you can't say kill, you can't say die. The guns all have to be laser guns. They can't be normal guns.
Yeah, I remember the first time I heard "damn" on TV. I was like, "What?" Oh no, someone said "asshole."
Asshole.
Yeah,
that's way worse, actually. Not way worse.
What the hell are you saying? I'm 10.
You can't do that to me. Do you know who you're talking to? I'm Funky Joseph.
And I'm 10 3/4.
I have standards, you know. Let's get the money and then get the event. I think we'll go until we either win this boss fight at the end here or we die. I don't think we're going to die.
Have you done a boss fight before?
I did that one boss fight. I did. We didn't talk about it very much because it wasn't hard. But I did fight the biker boss.
Okay.
Biker mice from Mars. That's going to be another thing. You have no idea what I'm talking about.
I mean, you're
mice.
right. I don't.
Damn.
What? Who are they?
Well, they're a couple of different biker mice. They come from the planet Mars. It's pretty much what it sounds like. It was during the oh, piss. I didn't think about that. I didn't think that one through at all. Oh well. We're gonna be done here in a second anyway. The biker mice from Mars. So after the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles got for a while there, I don't know. I'm sure it's not the same anymore, and probably wasn't when you were a kid. But for a while there, and even before I was a kid, really, or before I was born, the biker mice from Mars, not the biker mice from Mars, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oh, this is an awning. I should have noticed that. Too focused on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Before my time even, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles were like the biggest fucking thing on the planet. Like they were huge for kids. People loved them. And so a bunch of people made knockoff biker, like I keep wanting to say knockoff biker mice from Mars as if the biker mice from Mars are the big thing. People made tons and tons and tons of knockoff Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles stuff. And it was just like, what if there was like a guy who was an animal and that made him but he was also kind of a human and that made him a hero. So you had God, what did you have? You had long counter deals.
The rats,
the biker mice from Mars. There was the Cowboys of Moo Mesa is like an infamous example. Where it was like literal cow people that were like cowboys in the Old West. It was like it only lasted, like most of these things only lasted for like one season. They were like gone immediately. And in the case of Cowboys of Moo Mesa specifically, I remember that apparently spawned like a very good video game that is like way better than the TV show was. Samurai Pizza Cats, SWAT Cats, Animal plus Tough Guy thing. Yeah, it describes it as top left center. Street Sharks from Grandpa Taylor and Dodecotomy? Street Sharks was a huge one. Great example.
Street Sharks.
Do you not know the Street Sharks? I know I keep just getting amazed that like you don't know things that you would have no fucking business knowing because you weren't alive.
You're so funny the way you're saying this. Street Sharks.
You don't remember Extreme Dinosaurs?
Yeah. So I'm assuming they're like Battletoads but sharks.
Totally. Battletoads was one of these things. Battletoads was like a ripoff Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. It was like them all kind of like trying to build off of that heat and like make their own ripoff. And so I wasn't like really part of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles craze because it was like over by the time I was a kid. It was like that was more of an 80s thing. I was born in 1990. But I got like decades of exposure to all of that sort of side stuff, like the spin-offs and the rip-offs. Biker Mice from Mars was about a bunch of alien biker mouse people, like furries, but they rode around on motorcycles, and they fought like an evil fish who had come to Earth, and his name was Limburger. I know that because he was like smelly cheese. I remember that one. That and SWAT Cats having like shockingly, because this is like pre the digital animation of like cell moving animation stuff that didn't really come into effect in the wider consciousness across like movies and TV until Fairly Odd Parents, really. So a bunch of these were like all. It's just very funny because it's like they're abysmal shows. They're like abysmal ideas, but if you go back and look at them, if you like take a look at the actual art, it's like really weirdly detailed because it's literally just people drawing by hand all of these different things. Find a gym with big discounts. Oh, hell yeah. I'll take that. Bucky O'Hare was kind of in there. It says top left center. Yeah. Street Sharks. Gonshorn says, started with the phrase, "Jawsome!" and worked their way backwards. Jawsome. Yeah, Street Sharks was about a bunch of like brothers, like literal brothers, whose dad was like a genetic researcher. And they had an evil science rival named like Dr. Paranoid, who was like doing research into like shark DNA and how like, oh, sharks don't get disease and sharks regenerate their bodies really fast and stuff. If we can mix them with human bodies, we'll be billionaires. And their dad gets like blown up and they get caught in the explosion or something, and they get turned into like man sharks that can like their fins, when they like they move underground, but their fins come out of the ground, like out of the asphalt, like Jaws.
Oh God.
Yeah.
There must be a better way.
Yeah, it's very painful. They just live in constant agony. Nobody talks about that part. Really want hook kick. Yeah, let's get that in there. I'm also going to grab that slip to 0 because I just love having a cost 0 movement card that lets me move around enemies. Yeah, let's save some money here. There was also a very funny... Oh, does it go Jim? Funny. There was also like a very, very funny example of... I'm sure this is a boss, by the way. Funke. We fought this guy earlier.
Okay.
There was a very, very funny example of like what I know, a concept I know of as Wax House Baby.
Yeah.
Oh fuck! I didn't think that through at all. Oh well. Again, we're nearing the end here. There's a concept I know of as Wax House Baby.
One more time for the people in the back.
So there's
Wax House Baby.
Wax House, comma, baby.
Oh, I thought it was like, okay. It doesn't matter what I thought it was. Yes.
It's very funny though. Wax House Baby is okay. This is gonna take a second to explain. I'm sorry.
No. Please.
Oh shit! I didn't know he auto attacked. Oh no! God damn it! I always confuse taunt and get over here. Get over here is the one that makes them move. Taunt is the one that makes them attack. I fucked up there. All right, I'm gonna keep playing just long enough to explain Wax House Baby. Wax House Baby is a thing. So specifically with Street Sharks, I'll start from there because we have a basis for comparison here with Street Sharks. With Street Sharks, there were 4 Street Sharks. They were all brothers. They were all dudes. There was a person who went on the internet years ago and went to all of the wikis, all the Street Shark wikis, and started adding in references to a 5th Street Shark that didn't exist in real life.
Oh my God.
Named Roxy, the female Street Shark. And the kind of like grift of it, I guess. There was no end game. It's not like they got anything out of this. They just started going to Wikipedia and a bunch of other stuff to start referencing this fictional character called Roxy, the female street shark. And the way that it worked out, reason that it worked so well is because nobody gives a fuck about street sharks. So like, oh, piss. Oh. So like, there was all these constant references to like the existence of this character that didn't exist, but nobody cares enough about street sharks to check. So it just continued to live on the internet for years, because who's going to correct the 5 people look at the Street Sharks wiki a year or whatever. So like, who's going to bother changing it? Who's going to know? But it gets to a point at a certain stage where that stuff, when people start writing articles and like things like nostalgic explainers or whatever about Street Sharks, they look online and it's like, what was Street Sharks about? I haven't watched it in a million years. And they look online and like, oh, there was a 5th Street Shark called Roxy. I remember Roxy, sure. So they basically created this like accidental Mandela effect of this character being willed into existence, because that person changed the Wikipedia pages, but then the next person would see that and say like, oh, it says here on Wikipedia that there's a 5th Street Shark, so I'm going to make an article that says there's a 5th Street Shark. And then somebody who goes to Wikipedia says, wait, is there really a 5th Street Shark? If they ever fact check that, and then they see, oh, this article says that there's a 5th Street Shark. So clearly there's a 5th Street Shark, and it becomes this like recursive loop of misinformation about the most banal, stupid shit in the world.
Wow.
And the reason I know it as Wax House Baby is there was a podcast that I dearly miss by the Idle Thumbs crew called Important If True. They eventually changed their name from Idle Thumbs, the name of their podcast from Idle Thumbs to Important If True. Counter stab, he does 6, okay. Oh, right, that's not long enough. So this podcast was just like, it was the people who made Firewatch. Do you remember Firewatch at all?
Mm-hmm.
The people who made that had a podcast for a very long time, not a very long time, for a little while, that I really, really love, called, or loved at the time, called Important If True. And they, on one episode, had somebody write into them, like a listener, write in and say, okay, so I have done something like that. Because I think they were like reading one week about the movie Wax House. House of Wax. Which is a horror movie, I think, before... You were probably alive, but you would have been a kid. Mm-hmm. With Paris Hilton. It was a remake of a classic horror movie about like wax dummies, people being killed and turned into wax dummies. That horror movie classic got really crappy, sort of infamously bad remake that nobody liked. Also called House of Wax, where Paris Hilton gets killed in it, and it was like a kind of a funny meme in that era, where because it was the height of Paris Hilton being like a celebrity. Mm-hmm. And they were talking about that, and they like said like, oh, look at this dumb thing in here. It says on the Wikipedia entry for House of Wax, that movie, that like the director originally wanted to call it Wax House Baby. Like that should tell you what what little opinion they have of the Wax House franchise, the House of Wax franchise. And one of their listeners wrote in eventually and said, so I have a confession to make. Uh-huh. The confession is, I am the person who went to Wikipedia and added the entry that says that they at one point wanted to call it Wax House Baby. That's fake. I did a Street Sharks Roxy. I did this all like to the Wikipedia entry for Wax House or House of Wax because nobody cares. It's one of those things where it's like, who's going to check? Who's going to care? And he like wrote out this like long explanation of, yeah, so I did this once, and then like I think it's a Toronto Star article cited me. They probably looked at Wikipedia to pull this piece of information, but then Wikipedia starts citing that information because he put fake article names down, like article links, and like if anybody clicked on them, they were just like, oh, I guess that link is broken now. That article probably got taken down. Oh, that company probably went under, whatever. But we assumed that nobody who would go out of their way to make a fake link to a fake Toronto Star article about the movie House of Wax from 2003. Yeah. So it became one of those like recursive loop type things of somebody makes up this information and then somebody else cites the fake information and then somebody sees the real article citing the fake information and assumes that is good example of real information. And so anytime I see something like that happening now of people like doing the Mandela effect thing intentionally through fake news type shit, I guess, in my head, it's still, I always just think Wax House, baby.
Wax House, baby.
Wax House, baby.
Wow. I just don't get why anyone would do that. Like, I hear what they're saying. Like, no one's gonna know. But like, why are you doing this?
I don't know. I should go back and listen to that episode again to remember what their explanation was. I think it's just like, I was bored one day, and why not? You know, it's not gonna hurt anybody.
Wow. Wax House, baby.
Wax
we
House,
all
baby.
learned something today.
We all learned about Wax
Never
House.
forget this.
This is also just the plot of Metal Gear Solid 2.
Wax House, baby?
Kind of. Anyway. Thanks, everybody, for watching. You should go back and listen to the old... They don't do that show anymore. They haven't done it for years. I miss it dearly, but you should listen to Important if True if you just want like a really great thing. They got bought by Valve, and they've never been seen or heard from since. You can hear and see from us, though, by coming back again tomorrow for some Merit Souls. There will be Bloodborne, our next stream that we're going to be doing for Merit. And then we also have podcasts at thefanbite.com/podcasts network. Funky. Tap in. Tap in like Roxy the Street Shark tapped into the asphalt, into the ground, and then swam through the rocks.
Ugh. Her poor little fin.
Thank you so much, Funke, for joining us. Where can people find you?
You can find me on Twitter at FUNKEFLY. Funkefly.
Funkefly.
And you can read my pieces on the site.
Oh, yeah.
Or just review of Solar Ash.
You did review yesterday. Solar Ash, yeah.
It's a pretty fun game, and it just dropped today, actually. So
yeah, I gotta play it.
Looking for that, and you liked Hyper Light Drifter, I think you'll really enjoy this one.
Yeah, from the same developers. I also just had an article go up on the site 10 minutes before this started, so you can go read that if you want. It's about my cats and other hellish things that they put me through, besides getting into a mess on this stream every week. Other than that, make sure to check out thelinkshell.com, because we're going to be doing some if you play Final Fantasy XIV, we got some Final Fantasy XIV stuff coming your way.
That starts tomorrow for the early people, right?
Yep, tomorrow morning. So I'm going to be playing that. Goodbye forever, because you won't see me for another 2 weeks probably as I just buckle down and play Final Fantasy XIV and Walker.
How many hours do you think it'll take?
I'm hearing early reports of like 40 to 50 if you just gun it.
Oof.
Anyway. Bye, everybody. We'll see you later. I'll be back next Thursday.